Good evening, everyone. I hope that you all have had a nice week. I apologize for the noise, any possible noise in the background. They are plowing my street right now as I'm doing this video, but hopefully you guys can still hear me. Tonight, I just want to talk about very brief about traveling. You know, as a guy who has traveled through many parts of the U.S. and some parts in the world, I will tell you that traveling allows really to open yourself to new ideas, customs, and most definitely culture. I remember traveling to Spain in high school. I was going with my, not with a class, but with a Spanish group, select group, few of people, and some teachers. We stayed in Barcelona for about a week. Then we stayed in Madrid for the rest of the trip. It was about 12 days. And over the time I was in Spain, I experienced a lot of Spanish culture, and definitely a lot of European customs. I did actually did that greeting where you would, upon meeting a person or greeting a person, you would, or I guess someone you know, you would kiss them on both cheeks. At first I was surprised, but that really was the custom, and it just and it's really great that I learned it. I will I will tell you that it was a bit uncomfortable, but once you've really learned it and understand the meaning of it, it actually will sink in. Another experience I've had was traveling to South Korea Morris with my martial arts school. We went there for 10 days. We stayed at a Buddhist temple. And while I was in the Buddhist temple, we observed the really history of I guess the history of Buddhism. I guess I really wasn't paying much attention, but there was a shrine, so to speak, a temple to Buddha, so to speak, and we did partake in that religious aspect. We bowed, we bowed down. Um, it was just a wonderful experience being in that Buddhist temple and just experiencing a lot of basically South Korean culture. I was, I actually was, I actually went to the South Korean version of Dis- Disneyland, which I thought was very impressive. And and I will say this: do not be restricted in your own comfort zone. I would really recommend traveling to places you really are questioning, how did that get there? Or really, I want to see this monument, so to speak. Well, that looks interesting. Because you can look out really a place anywhere on Google. They'll give you images of a certain place. But really, you experience it more by traveling there and seeing it yourself. Now, I've heard about Disneyland, but that was after I went to Disney World. Years later, I did went to Disneyland. The difference between the two was obviously Disney World's bigger, Disneyland's smaller. But I was shocked to find out that Disneyland is older than Disney World. Because I've been to Disney World first. And I thought that Disney was the most magical place on Earth, while Disneyland was really the source of Disney World's magic. being that Disneyland was the first Disney theme park. I was shocked. And that's the beauty of traveling. You learn more, or at least reinforce what you know, with something on a deeper, profound level. That's why I encourage you, if you have time, to travel someplace you haven't been. Because you may find out what knowledge is there for you. Thank you for listening to my videos. And I'll see you all next week.